Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sarvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Param Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha Om Jnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gora Chije Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, I'm not meant to speak to save the throat. It's getting better, but I'm not meant to speak. So I will begin, just to start everyone off, if you like, with one short excerpt, because this subject of love and beauty, love conquers everything, beauty conquers everything, and Krishna is the source of love, beauty, sweetness, charm, everything. And truth, what is reality, the beautiful, the absolute truth, all of these things are linked together, because when there's deception, deceitful, this, that and the other, there is not truth, and that there is not beauty. That has got some ugly tinge to it. So reality, the beautiful, reality, the truth, the absolute truth, and we came to Krishna consciousness, all of us, for the truth of what is being given by Mahaprabhu, by Guru Maharaj, Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada. And so this attraction of truth has caught us, we can say, this English expression of beck and call, under the beck and call of the truth. And here they were looking up on ChatGPT what is the proper Italian translation of beck and call, because I don't think every language has that. So I hope our translators are doing okay. Harigopal Prabhu's got a headache, and Chaitanya Devi Rasi, she's a yogi teacher. She's a yogi, so she's always floating and unaffected by the material world. Hare Krishna. Anyway, so under beck and call, it is the attraction of truth, and presently beauty, sweetness and charm, really, because Srila Prabhupada, mainly, he was teaching us eternality, joy and being awake. More or less this. See Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, be happy. And then the beauty part was very much emphasized when we came to Srila Guru Maharaj. But the truth, Srila Prabhupada was giving that truth element very strongly throughout his preaching, his teaching, and this recorded in that book, Science of Self-Realization, which is the first book I read, and then Bhagavad Gita as it is, just the whole mood of truth of what is given in the scriptures coming through the actual devotees. That drew us to Krishna consciousness, not speculation, not people's ideas, not something invented, but what is the truth? And the truth, ultimately, that absolute truth is Sri Krishna reality, the beautiful. So anyhow, I will use my voice a little bit and read from the Holy Engagement, the book Holy Engagement by Srila Guru Maharaj. And by the way, we're saying Vanchakalpatarubhyascha earlier on, and really my obeisances to all of you. We're very happy to see every one of you from all parts of the world, from Australia all the way around to Brazil and beyond. What's beyond Brazil? I'm not sure. But anyhow, to Brazil, two opposite ends of the world. And very happily. So I'm just happily running through your names just before I start. So beautiful to be with you all, and I'm going to read from Holy Engagement, and I'm learning after all these years. I need to read slowly because we tend to read faster than we speak. So I'm learning. So Guru Maharaj saying, Satyam priya hitang cha yat. Speak the truth. Tell the truth, not lies, while at the same time be mindful not to be eager to give delivery to unpleasant truth. That does not mean you will speak lies because it is pleasing. We are to speak the truth, but with the condition that it must be pleasing. Otherwise, we should not say anything unnecessarily. Priya means tasteful, pleasing. And somebody has a smile on their face here. Hare Krishna. Priya means tasteful, pleasing. Truth may not necessarily be pleasing. So where does the element pleasing have its standing? It is above truth. It is of the mercy character. So pleasingness is above truth. It is of the mercy character. Truth is something like justice, but pleasingness is in the category of mercy, above justice. It is possible that there is something more than truth. Sympathy, mercy, grace, love, charm and beauty are above naked truth. Again, sympathy, mercy, grace, love, charm and beauty are above naked truth. And without these qualities, truth will just be law, untasteful, and ultimately that will come to the non-differentiated Brahma conception. Leela, transcendental pastimes. Leela means beautiful, life-giving, loving pastimes. Without love, Leela is useless, and that is Maya. There's a definition of Maya for you. Oh, I see our Parampara pictures, a little cut at the back. What happened to our camera? Okay. Hare Krishna. So, yes, I'm going to repeat that. Somebody else can look after the camera maybe. I don't know quite what's going on. Are we okay? This level? Okay, we're okay. I think this was cut off, the pictures. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that because we just got a description of what is Maya, just in case we needed a little reminder. Leela, but this, okay, what is Maya? Leela means beautiful, life-giving, loving pastimes. Without love, Leela is useless, and that is Maya. If we can have the conception of mercy above justice, we can have some positive conception of the ultimate reality. We will understand just how great a well-wisher he is. We are sinners for whom Nityananda Prabhu approaches from door to door and appeals to his utmost. Please accept the truth. Truth is beautiful because of mercy. So Nityananda is coming rolling on the doorsteps of the householders. Please accept truth. Where did he say? Truth is beautiful because of mercy. Then Srila Guru Maharaj saying, just not long, we may not deserve, but there is hope because there is a land of mercy. Crossing what we deserve, such things may come to us. This is so greatly hopeful to the needy. This is prema. Although Nityananda Prabhu was opposed and maltreated by Jagai and Madhai, he nonetheless distributed mercy to them. So of what magnitude is mercy? Nityananda Prabhu approached them for their own welfare, but they opposed and injured him, but still he persisted. So how hopeful is the existence of mercy? It is above truth. That is what is love divine. That is what is Sundaram. This is what is charm, fascination and attraction from the absolute realm. It is continuous and automatic. And this is the prime thing at the root of everything. Goodwill. Goodwill is at the basis of everything. Hare Krishna. And we knew and know the embodiment of goodwill. And that anybody who met Srila Gurudev, anybody who met Srila Guru Maharaj had any interaction at all, even from a distance to see, they can understand that there is goodwill personified. Care, this like Nityananda rolling on the ground and pleading with the people, take the holy name, take love and affection, take the current of mercy. And this is Gurudev, this is Guru Maharaj, and this is the dignity of the beautiful Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat that they gave to the world as an example of how to behave and what to do and how to make our life successful. So you are all trying that, we are trying that with the beautiful community of devotees here and here on the screen, I mean with you all, wherever we are. We are all drawn by that love and affection, the truth, the reality. Reality means truth. In the world, it's all basically illusion. Even without a television, it's illusion. I know. I was brought up without a TV, and there's still illusion. So everything in this world, it is temporary and it is hopeless, except for the near future. And even in the near future, at any moment, anything can happen, as we see all the time in this world. So the reality, the beautiful, this option has come to us. And so we are at the beck and call of truth. We want to do only what is in that truthful vein, that current of truth. We were here, right here in the temple room, watching Srila Guru Maharaj a few days ago. Srila Guru Maharaj recorded video on the Srila Sridhar Maharaj video series of Chinmay Dev Prabhu's careful seva, careful, steady, hard work. And there, Srila Guru Maharaj, just very humbly saying something when some devotees are there, a little bit challenging, and Guru Maharaj saying, Guru Maharaj saying, I always take my stand on the path of truth. He's not a political person, not to just dilute things for the sake of popularity, but to explain the truth. And he'll stand by the truth. And for that, he was alone for a long time. I mean, alone with very few people, because Guru Maharaj was very strict, but always for truth. And Guru Maharaj so sweetly, when he's saying from his mouth, whatever comes from the mouth of a person who their whole life is truthful, then that is very heart-capturing. And Srila Guru Maharaj, in his younger days, Guru Maharaj said in his own biography, because he was asked by devotees, please tell your life story, because we hear different things, but we find they're not all true. You know, people tell stories about when you were younger. And so the devotees humbly asked to Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj humbly agreed to say, yes, all right. Some necessity to at least have the right facts. And Srila Guru Maharaj said that at one time in his young life, he made a promise to himself that I will always tell only the truth, no matter what is the consequence. I'll tell the truth and not anything otherwise. And Guru Maharaj said, when that conviction came in my heart, then this whole world felt as like insignificant, like he said, like a ball of clay in his hand, that the whole world is like a ball of clay. And we know from the scriptures that those who tell the truth, then their word is truth, and what will be, it will be. So this is coming from Srila Guru Maharaj's lotus mouth, his mouth, and he made that promise to himself when he was young. And he was always for the path of truth and the truth of following Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, what he gave. And this is to our super fortune, because we've got this clean, pure, full current of Mahaprabhu, Rupa and Rupa Goswami, and so many, but Mahaprabhu's origin coming through Rupa Goswami into the world, directly coming in full, true current from Srila Guru Maharaj to Srila Gurudev, and Srila Gurudev with that current, he's distributing generously all over the world. And so here we are on one screen, miraculously together in so many places. And it is this truth that there really is Goloka Vrindavan. There really is this opportunity for us to come. We really do need to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We really do need to live our life without offense, being humble and being tolerant. I was going to put tolerant first because of Srila Gurudev in that last Wednesday article, saying, I'm thinking tolerance. I give more stress to tolerance than humility. So that's why I was saying humble and tolerance. So all of these guidances we've been given, it's truth, and it is beautiful truth, as Guru Maharaj was explaining in the excerpt that we read. It's beautiful truth. It's the golden path. There's a Guru Maharaj elsewhere giving a description, the royal road to home, some expression like that. Golden road, royal road. We are on this royal road of truth to our home, the beautiful truth of reality, the beautiful joy, happiness, mercy. And being connected with Mahaprabhu and Nityananda definitely means in the line of mercy, because otherwise we are hopeless. Just read the sections of the Vedas that tell the result of doing various things in this world. and then one might get the fear of God, or fear of, not really Krishna God, but fear of the administrator gods, fear of the judge when the criminal's taken to court. Hare Krishna. So truth, beauty, sweetness, charm, mercy, all these things, we want to follow that. We really are struck, we are struck to the heart by Guru Maharaj and Gurudev, and we do not want to leave from that in any way. We are very unhappy if we see other things not going quite the way they would hope it would go. But we must be happy and stay in the channel. Again, Guru Maharaj, Gurudev in another talk was saying how Guru Maharaj, throughout so many things that happened in his lifetime, after the disappearance, before the disappearance of Srila Saraswati Thakur, and after the disappearance of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said that Guru Maharaj, he always stayed in his channel. So many things going on, the breakup of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's mission. But Guru Maharaj stayed steady in his channel. And he is our guardian. He's the one who kept everyone steady in the breakup at that time of ISKCON, the Hare Krishna movement. He's the one who, staying in his channel, brought the fortunate souls who came to him, brought them into that channel of how to continue. And so carefully we will stay under their guidance. And there is a super bright future. We just have to follow this golden road, the royal road to the upper world. Beauty, sweetness and charm. Anyhow, this is the first time I've been speaking for 2 days maybe, because under doctor's orders not to speak, because I had some anyway. But anyway, with you all, we're very happy. I've spoken a little bit, but here everyone's ready to talk for hours and hours and hours to shed light on this beautiful subject of being at the beck and call of truth. And so first of all, right behind me, Kumkum Devi Dasi, who is here with us. And I'm looking around, and she's maybe the only one here with us who is blessed by, directly blessed by, disciple of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev. And we must really appreciate the devotees who have got this history of life and still going on. And so very happily we've got Kumkum with us, and she's got something for you and for us all. Jain.
My Dhadavat to you, Maharaj, and to all of the great exalted Vaishnavas here. It's in looking at this, I came to understand how very, very timeless our teachings have been, and concentrating on what is Beck and call for the first time. What did I do? Made me think of how Beck and call is so similar to the quality of the Sharanagata. And we always are looking forward to hearing more about how to surrender wholeheartedly. And generally that means someone who is considering themselves the property of the other, this full surrender without any conception of having one's own independence. And I happily found this talk that Srila Prabhupada gave in Canada, in Montreal in 1968. And the audience was not particularly advanced in his teachings that early, but see how applicable this is. He's first telling how we can consider ourselves the property of Krishna. He says, if you train your activities, then you love Krishna, and Krishna is purchased simply by your determination. Krishna does not require anything from you. Simply, he wants to know whether you have decided to love him. That's all. Ahaituki apratihata. Ahaituki apratihata means it is not dependent on anything. You can yourself automatically, by whatever asset you have got, thinking, feeling, walking, eating, sleeping, whatever you have got, by such things, by using those things in Krishna consciousness, you can purchase Krishna. This is the Krishna consciousness movement. You haven't got to acquire something extra for loving Krishna or purchasing Krishna. Krishna becomes purchased. Therefore, Krishna cannot be purchased. His name is Ajita. He cannot be conquered, but his devotee can purchase him and can conquer him. So much to think about. Whatever we have, we will try to use that, and that Krishna may notice and take us as sincere aspirants.
That's your 1 hour?
I'm very much banking on the other Vaishnavas present, contributing.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yes. So should we pass? Should we keep the microphone here or? Huh? I've clicked. By the way, I've clicked something on the screen, so I can't actually see us any longer. I clicked something by accident. I'm not sure how to get it back, but we can see you. All is good. So, first of all, we do have Chinmay Defu here. We've got Munindra Mohan Prabhu in the back here with the microphone attached to him as well. But we've got the devotees sitting there in London, all gathered, and I expect there are some others not in front of the camera too, because Abhinavasundar Prabhu, Kelly Kadambar there, and they've been doing Harinam Sankirtan programs in the park, chanting Hare Krishna to swans and all sorts of things. And we could ask that the London temple say a few words, and then we can come back here and share some more from here. That's you, the Bhakti Yoga Institute. Hare Krishna. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I can. Oh, it's all feeding back to myself.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
Well, anyway, Abby and Kelly are not here right at this minute, but I am very foolish actually, because when I saw the title of this talk, The Beck and Call of Truth, I went on to Prema Dharma and found an article called The Beck and Call of Truth, thinking that that's what we would be reading today, and it was such a, I don't even know, it sort of hit me like a ton of bricks actually. It's quite a heavy article in many ways. It's Guru Maharaj, being Guru Maharaj, and I made a whole sheet of notes about it. And then that's not what we're talking about at all. So I don't even really want to go there, because that's a different pathway that Guru Maharaj was talking about there. But I can read one thing in relation to these. Where was this reading that you read, Maharaj? Which book was that from?
Holy Engagement.
Holy Engagement. So wonderful. And anyway, so it's along those lines as how we finish there with Guru Maharaj giving the triumphant, all-conquering um, affection and sweetness and heart and mercy, these themes. And I found this lovely quote from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who said, Vaishnavism perfectly harmonizes with softness and tenderness, which are the main qualities of female nature. It is essentially a religion of caring kindness, tender love, and divine grace. And I was very happy and touched to read these beautiful words of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And the rest of my notes I'll have to save for another day when we go on that other direction and back to the center of sweetness. And yes, here in London we are and have been trained by the wonderful service activities of all the devotees, trying to keep the engine running. And today we were in a local church where we will hopefully have a grand kirtan when Sudarshan and Rai Kishori and the family arrive at the end of next week, I think it is. So preparing for that. And we took our Saturday program out of the temple and went to a lovely park in a nice, not so far away by the Thames, and continued there in a remembering Guru Maharaj's telling that this is by distribution and that by giving we will get whatever we have. We will try to share that. And anyway, I'm just so happy to hear Holy Engagement, Maharaj. Actually, it's just perfect what we needed to hear. And we are reading Affectionate Guidance in the morning here, so I was fully convinced that this is the best book ever. But now I'm thinking, well, maybe Holy Engagement could be the best book ever, But this is our life, from one wonderful thing, wonderful place to another, in the association of the wonderful devotees under the wonderful shelter of Srila Gurudev, Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Mahaprabhu, Giriraj. So has anyone else in London got a few words for everyone? Hare Krishna. Yes, Vishwananda, he does something.
If you want to.
He does.
I have a question for... Let's see. My question is for Chinmoy Dev Prabhu Ji. So, my question is, we were hearing that Srila Guru Maharaj had this phenomenal tendency and towards honesty in all of its forms and throughout all of his life. And so for a practitioner like me, I'm pretty far from even the concept of honesty in recent years. So what do we do when we're so far from that goal of trying to practice in a good, clean, honest way? That's my question.
This question is for Chinmoy Dev Prabhu.
Yes.
He's here. And you see more devotees are behind me. You try to sit in the camera. I can't move the camera. That's you, Leela Moy Prabhu. You're hiding directly behind.
To be.
Okay, anyway, here's Chinmoy Dev.
We'll say though, because Gurudev talked about the honest nature of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, and sometimes it wasn't appropriate, his honest nature. And Srila Govinda Maharaj would tell him, listen, if someone comes and wants to know something, just tell them to go talk to me. Come to Srila Govinda Maharaj. He's the manager. He is taking care of things. And you don't have to say so much. And so this usually involved like bureaucratic things and the tax management. So, the people have different natures, and there are people that are attracted in different ways to Krishna consciousness. And so, naturally what comes to us, that we will use for our spiritual life. So whatever mood we have, whatever type of personality we feel we have, that we will try to engage in Krishna consciousness. And we often say that we are devotees, we're practicing Krishna consciousness. Technically, we are trying to practice Krishna consciousness. So it's not that we're there at that level, we're trying. We're trying again and again and again. And it's like a generator, an old generator, not one of the new ones with the button, but the old generator where you have the crank. And you turn that crank and you turn that crank, and slowly, 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 until there's enough force, and then it's natural. It continues to flow. So until that point, we just keep trying. If we fall, if we fail, where do we fall? We fall on the ground. And how do we get up? We use the ground to get up. So whatever defects or faults that we have in ourselves, we will just, go forward and continue to serve. Knowing that through service, everything will be given to us. We will be purified through our service mood. So that's just a short answer I would give about how to handle trying to be honest, especially in this material world. It's difficult. And what's interesting about that Satyam Priya, what is it, Priya Chaya?
Satyam Priya Hitang Chaya.
Hitang Chayat. Okay, the first one, you should always tell the truth. And Srila Guru Maharaj, when he heard this, he said, yes, I agree with that completely. This is very nice. This is very nice. And then it said, you should not tell the truth that is not pleasing. And this he had difficulty understanding. Isn't the truth always something to be told? The truth has value of itself. Why would you not want to tell the truth? This is the highest dharma, is to tell the truth. Why not tell truth, even if it is unpleasing? But here, this is saying that only tell the truth if it is pleasing. And then it says also, after that, it says not to tell untruth, which is very nice, of course, do not lie. But then it says, do not tell untruth, even if it is pleasing. So we're not to lie to please either. And then this says, this is eternal dharma. So this idea that telling the truth that is palatable and is explained very nicely in what Srila Madhusudan Maharaj just read, that the idea of what is palatable and what is truth exists on a different plane in the transcendental world. It exists on the plane of beauty, love, and charm. So if a person, for example, on the street told me, your future is eternal slavery, I would find that very unpalatable. I would not like that, and I would not talk to that man, and I would leave probably. But Srila Maharaj says that, and I am in ecstasy. And how is that possible? Because that truth is coming from the transcendental plane. That truth is coming from the land of beauty, charm, ecstasy, affection. And so it is naturally palatable. What is beautiful, what is charming, what is affectionate, naturally will be palatable to any sane person. So we have received this type of knowledge, this type of palatable truth, and we are trying to be servants of that truth. So what we hear in the title of this Zoom, Beck and Call, I actually had to look up the word Beck. This will help the translators. Beck means a signal or gesture. So you have a signal or gesture, a signal or a gesture, okay? And you also have a call, the voice, using the voice. So this you can see, when I hear this, what I think of immediately is the kokas on the veranda of Gurudev. Because not only are they listening to what Srila Govinda Maharaj is saying to them, they are watching him intently to see what his movements are, where his eyes go, what his arms are doing. And just by his movements, by his gestures, they know, oh, he needs this now. Oh, he wants this now. I'm hoping Hari Gopal, he looks like he stopped for a little while. Is he all right? Yes. And so we want to be like that as well, that we want to be attentive to the needs and the desires, the wants of the Vaishnavas, of our guru, and full concentration in that direction. This is complete self-giving, is like when you are only interested in what is going to give pleasure to another. Your mind, your body, your senses, they are all engaged to see what is pleasurable, what can give joy to the object of your love. So complete self-forgetfulness. No longer are you thinking what I need to do this, I need to have this. All intention, and we felt this on the veranda, all attention was focused on Srila Govinda Maharaj. What was his needs? What was his desires? And so this type of engagement of our whole self is the type of bhakti that we're desiring to have. That everything we have is used for the service, for the enjoyment of another. And comes to mind too is one story that Srila Guru Maharaj would tell, because this idea of giving is not just through actions, but it's also like a change of consciousness, a change of mentality, of our mentality in order to serve. And Srila Maharaj would give this example of this one king who was looking for an official sycophant. I didn't think they'd get that one. Sycophant is someone who agrees always. Always the yes man. Someone says something, they're like, yes. That's a sycophant. Okay? And so he was looking for official court sycophant for his realm. And he had some interviews with people. And first person came and he said, do you think you could always agree with me? And that person was, yes, I will always agree with you. No matter what I say. Yes, I'll always agree with you. You are always correct, sir. And then the king would say, I don't know. I don't think you're right for this job. And then the person would say, no, I'm really good for this job. I can say what I can agree to everything you say. I'm very good at this job. I promise you. And the king would dismiss this person. And then person after person would come and the same questions, and the king would dismiss them. Finally, one man came and the king asked him, can you agree to everything I say? And the man was like, yes, I can agree. Whatever you want, I will say yes. You are always correct. And the king was like, I don't know. You don't seem to be the right person for this job. And that man said, you are correct. I am not the right person for this job. This is the yes man. This should be our attitude. Whatever is coming from that transcendental wave, we try to be in harmony with it. And so my favorite shloka ever, I always remember it, and I always get to say it here for some reason. Truth is to dance in harmony with the most original plane according to its wave and vibration. Jai. So this should be our mood, that wherever that transcendental wave is going, we are going with it. Even if it's against our own wishes, against our own desires, against our own needs, we travel with that transcendental wave. And not only that, the word dance is used. Dance is as a joyful movement. We dance with joy. So that movement with the transcendental wave, it's one of joy. That we are happy. It gives us great joy to dance with that transcendental wave. Whatever is the will of the Lord, if I can flow with that will, I am very happy. I am very satisfied. I see the satisfaction in my beloved. I am supremely satisfied. And then it gets to the point that we taught that Keshavananda was bringing up, I believe, and also Kumkum Devidasi was bringing up, where it gets to the point where the servitor is giving so much love that Krishna cannot repay. That Krishna comes under the control of his servitor, which is a very high thing. But we heard today, yes, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ramananda Roy Sambad, that Krishna says in the Srimad Bhagavatam that I cannot repay what the gopis have given me. The infinite Lord of beauty, love, charm, ecstasy, he cannot repay what the gopis have given him. How is this possible? Achintya. We cannot understand. But we're on a much different level. We're much more in the beginning stages. And so we will hear these topics and they will fill us with joy in our heart. And we will try to go on doing our service. Step by step, moment by moment, we will try to continue to serve the Vaishnavas, to serve Gurudev, and to try to have the correct mood that the enjoyment of the ones we're serving has much greater value than any enjoyment we can use for our own purposes. So with that in mind, we always want to try to be at the beck and call of our spiritual master, of the Vaishnavas, always be attentive to the needs, the desires, the wants of any of our associates around us, and be always looking to try to satisfy the Vaishnavas. And by this way, if we satisfy the Vaishnavas, then the Lord will be satisfied. So there's just recently listening now, and Gurudev is talking about how if Krishna is angry, Guru can save you. If Krishna is angry at you, Guru can save you. But if Guru is angry, Krishna will not save you. So we have to remember that everything is coming through the Guru. So if we please the Guru, Krishna is satisfied. And then we have success in our spiritual life. And from there, it is unlimited. It is infinite. Infinite relationship with the Lord. So always praying that the Vaishnavas will never forsake me, and that we'll always continue to have this association and this wonderful Krishna Katha with all of you. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. And all the Vaishnavas. Krishna Mohini Di.
I'm not sure if that answered your question or not. I'm sorry.
Dandava, Srila Maharaj, Dandava, all the devotees there. Dandava.
Dandavat, happy to see you.
Yes.
Nearby Spain. Hare Krishna.
Jai.
You can't get everyone.
There's Lavanyamoy, is there? Yes, a London temple full of devotees. Were any others there, Keshandu? Lavanyamoy, would you like to say something on this theme? It's a wonderful theme, the beck and call, to be at the beck and call of truth. And truth, the beautiful, this is we've settled upon. We've heard it from Guru Maharaj, we've considered it, and we think it's a good idea. Actually, I was very happy that Chinmoy Dev mentioned about the cokas, it means the servitors of Gurudev in Navadip, because really that is a wonderful example of just being tuned in to what is required of you without having to be asked. And Gurudev said that who is the best servitor who will do something automatically without having to be asked. Oh, I need this, get me this, whatever it may be, but they will do it automatically. And so that Beck and call, the example of the devotees on Gurudev's veranda serving him, is very suitable. And Gurudev likes that example about the dogs that Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives. That, oh, the faithful dog to his master. He only sees his master. He'll stay outside his door, protect the house, woof, 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 if anybody comes. He'll live happily, whatever food is given by the master. He's not going to go looking for food in the trash cans or anything like that. And always, anytime the master will call, little sound, then the dog will always come wagging his tail and he'll be ready. Yes, what can I do? And the dog will sleep with one ear, always one ear a little bit open. And then the master says something, yes, and straight away there. And Gurudev is like that example. And when we've seen very good devotees who are sort of in tune like that, we can think, yes, to be at the beck and call of the master of truth, reality, the beautiful is very beautiful. Yes, Lavanya Moide Virasi, where did you go?
I tried to escape. I don't have anything to say, but I was just remembering that in the opposite way, so maybe, well, you don't really need the dark side to show the light, but, Srila Gurudev said that when the people like lawyers, judges, when they told lies, from those lies, disease and sickness would come in the world. So I was just thinking that that's like, so pure truth obviously can free us from everything, and by the opposite, the very dark lies can really cause such damage and destruction. So that's the only thing I was thinking, because you've all covered everything so beautifully as always. You don't need to add anything more, but yeah, truth is the way.
Well, is there any questions or comments before?
And along those lines too, Srila Guru Maharaj was saying about pollution, that we all know about pollution, factories are giving pollution, this case the lawyers are giving pollution, etc. But also there must be something which is doing the opposite, which is emanating cleanliness, emanating cleaning. Things can pollute, but things can clean. And what is that? It's the Vaishnavas, the devotees. The devotees, they are emanating the fully cleaning agent, that which will give agyata sukriti to the people, that which will make the environment utilized in the Lord's service. And so instead of it being polluting, the world being polluting place, the world will become into a cleansed position of devotion. So yes, sometimes a negative, then we can think, well, that's the power of negative, but the positive side must be so much there. Yes, was that Ananda Sundari, was it? Ananda Sarupini? In the chat box. In the chat box? Yeah. Oh, there we are. Such an incredibly high, narrow, niche, eternal goal. Niche, eternal goal. Like a specialized Venn diagram of how to always be truthful and pleasing. This topic always inspires me. Thank you, everybody. Yes, thank you, everybody. Headed by Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. It is their light that every bodies and every souls are reflecting. I'll ask later what's a Venn diagram. We don't need a description now, but I'm sure it's something very new agey or something.
Sorry, Mama. Sorry.
But yes, was there a hand up somewhere? Or two hands? Hands of surrender? When the army comes and you surrender, it's two hands, isn't it?
Bahutuli. No, not
See,
from.
yeah, Mahaprabhu, but raising his arms and calling, anybody wants to come.
Mhm.
Yes, Prabhu.
Which Prabhu? Oh no.
The Prabhu with the microphone on.
Oh,
I think it's
quick. No, Maharaj, there's no questions here. We're just delighted. We'd be delighted to hear from you. It was so wonderful hearing from Chinmoy Prabhu. I'm going to have to ask. I can't access it here, but I'd like to get his favorite shloka, or his favorite quote. So wonderful. I can see why it would be someone's favorite, and just everything wonderful, Maharaj. I don't really have anything to add, but
I can finish with the story about Srila Govinda Maharaj.
Yeah.
Okay, so Srila Govinda Maharaj, he was telling a story where he was in Hapanya, and this was many, many years ago. He was a young boy, 23, 24, and there was these big, big pundits, he called them, big pundits sitting around in chairs, big sadhus, big personalities, all discussing something. And their discussion kind of turned to quarreling at some point. And for some reason, Srila Govinda Maharaj was in a mango tree listening to all this. And at some point when the quarreling was taking place, he jumped down and he started to chastise these Brahmins. And it had something to do with the Gayatri mantra. You don't know the meaning of the Gayatri mantra. You are saying that Brahma is supreme and but he is formless. How can you dimahi? How can you meditate on something that's formless, something that has no personality? You don't know what you're talking about. And he was very direct with these Brahmins, these big sadhus, big personality. And then he tells them all this, and then he goes away. He doesn't wait for the response. He doesn't. He just goes away. And then he believes that Jajav Maharaj is there, and the Brahmins were all like, "Oh, who was that boy?" And Jajav Maharaj said, "Oh, he is a servant of Sridhar Maharaj." And all the Brahmins are like, "Oh, okay, we understand." So that's the type of the strong faith that Srila Govinda Maharaj had in Srila Sridhar Maharaj. That type of strong faith where he could say a thing like, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, what he says is the truth. But he wouldn't stop there because we also want to believe what our Guru Dev says is the truth. But Srila Govinda Maharaj would say, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, what he says is the truth, and I can prove it. That type of strong faith backed with Vedic understanding, with transcendental knowledge. Jai Srila Govinda Maharaj.
Jai.
We're back.
Where have you been?
We came
Because someone spotlighted us.
back. Okay.
Okay. Well, dear devotees, the days go by, the weeks go by, the months go by, and also the hours go by. So, oh yeah, how did we get there? Now, a bit big, isn't it? Okay.
From here you can view.
Okay. I've been doing things on the computer with my left hand, but I'm right-handed, so we've not been able to see things as we normally do.
Show self-view.
Oh, is it there?
No. Oh, yeah. No, show self-view. They go to view.
Okay, we'll try it another time. Okay, dear devotees, so many of you with us, and more came. Some have come, some have come and gone. And so we're happy to keep track of who is with us. And here in the temple room here in London, and any other gatherings, not so many other gatherings maybe, at home in your different places, but gathering all together. And we are having Harinam, one form of Sankirtan. The preaching is a form of Sankirtan. And this, of course, Gurudev and Guru Maharaj engaged in that fully, Srila Prabhupada engaged in that fully, and we are trying to just reflect what they've given. They've given a truthful, beautiful, wonderful journey to our truthful, beautiful, wonderful home. So let us keep their lotus feet on our heads. Everything is theirs, and we encourage you, as you probably all are doing, to read and hear from Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, and Srila Prabhupada every day as a natural routine, just as you have your meals for your body. And then surely everything will become very beautiful as we practice what we hear each day, remember what we hear their mood, their truthful, generous dealing. So with our encouragement, my encouragement to each other on this path, the path home. All right, Jai Om Vishnupad, Srila Gurudev, wonderful Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad, Srila Guru Maharaj, wonderful Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rockok Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. And Jai, dignity of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat of Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj. Gold standard, ki Jai. And Jai to Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Bhaga ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Vishvarenya Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Anantakoti Vaishnavrinda ki Jai. All the assembled devotees ki Jai. And all the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Brinda ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Oh, lots of hands.
Jai Srila Bhaktiranjan Madhusudan Maharaj ki Jai.
It's a bit slow with them left-handed, a bit slow to go for the turning off the meter. Okay, so now someone's going to sing, but I'm not going to sing. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna.
I have a proposal.
Oh,
Instead of Hari Haraya, you can sing Sarvasvatomara.
Oh, okay. We have a special request from Manindra Mohan because this kirtan, and it begins Savas. How is it the first one?
Sarvasvatomara.
Sarvasvatomara is this kirtan about the dog, the faithful dog's nature towards his master by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So somebody here is going to sing, it's not going to be me, and do see the translation. I know in the world devotees are using a different book, different page numbers, but the page number in the 10th edition, which is most widely distributed, is 191. But it's Sarvasva Tomara by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. This.
Sarvasvato Maharaj Varane Sapiha Parishito Maharajore. Vito Chakura Tomara Kukura. Vito Chakura Tomara Kukura. Oya Jana. Tutti i devoti del mondo chi Jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai.
I'm sorry we couldn't give you better darshan of the deities. The cable won't reach. We're on the cable. All right. Have a successful week, and we'll meet you all again very soon. And Naza, many thanks for putting the words there. We should have thought of that. I should have thought of that at the beginning from kirtan.site. There we are. Everyone can see the translation there as well. All right, and Priya Bhakta Prabhu is the pujari for Mangalati. They're about to do Tuesday morning Mangalati in Ukai in Eastern Australia. So Priya Bhakta Prabhu, beautiful, setting the example. All right. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Dandavat pranam. Jai Gurudev, Jai Guru Maharaj. Stay safe, chant Hare Krishna. Yes, I'm going to do like this right there. And be happy. Hare Krishna. Dandavat, Dandavat.